Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. This is James, and in this video, let's look at the trailer again. The Ones Who Live trailer, pick out a few little things, point out a few little details you might have missed, or at least some stuff to think about as you think about your theories. So in this shot, we see Michonne. She's got a radio on. Is that the same radio she left with from Alexandria? Is it, even if it's the same one, does she use it to talk to the group? Is the group still around? You'll see here, it's just her and the little guy. You got a walker with arms cut off in the back behind them, pulling a cart. So she's using her old trick. A little bit of camouflage maybe, but also as a pack horse. She used the other ones in the past as pack horses as well. So as far as that huge horde, and it is huge, there's a voiceover, part of a voiceover in the trailer that she says she's going to go north, and the voice says, you don't want to go north, not right now. And is it because of the horde? Is that one of the reasons, or the main reason why, that this person told her, yeah, that's probably not the way you want to go?
I'm gonna head north.
You don't want to go north, not now.
And if you notice, Michonne said north. I'm going north. That must not be the way the other group is going initially. You know, they're out there on the East Coast somewhere. It seemed like they were maybe going north because Michonne was going kind of pretty much north, right? When she left. But she said she's going north. Does that mean the group isn't? Or has she already split off from that group with a smaller group? Either way, the main thing with the horde is she's probably got to get through it somehow. She's got to redirect it. That's why she's shooting the arrow into it or something. She's got a plan. But some people have mentioned to me, hey, look, it's the horde that they used to wipe out Omaha. And I'm pretty sure that probably isn't it. It would have had to travel a long way. Omaha's pretty much on the other side of the country, kind of in the middle, but not on the East Coast at all. And this is where this should be. Michonne should be heading north toward Philly, up the coast somehow, and should run into this horde. So it's not the same one that took out Omaha. Some people have said that the reason the city's hidden is because they've got this ring of walkers around it, a huge ring, you know, in a big circle around it. You know, I don't know about all that. I'm not sure really why or how these walkers are here that Michonne's dealing with. Just saying, I don't think it's the ones that took out Omaha. All right, real quick on this shot, I just want to say, if you guys have been following the channel and you watched the Daryl Dixon spinoff, we know we have a bad guy over there, a character named Janae. She's been doing some evil experiments trying to weaponize walkers and shooting a dart into their neck. It makes them all crazy, and she hasn't perfected it yet, but you know, we think, how many walkers are left? Surely not too many, you know. There's not too many people to make new ones, so there shouldn't be that many. And then we see a horde like this. That's a whole lot. Michonne looks like she's shooting an arrow, some kind of maybe explosive into them or something like that. She may lead them all off a cliff, but it does seem like there's a lot of walkers still around here. There were a bunch in New York, Dead City, but just imagine Janae's group coming and they've perfected their stuff and they can make it airborne and or even in small spaces maybe, and they just shoot it out over this crowd of walkers, this horde of walkers right here, and suddenly they all turn into the fast ones. I'll be doing a video on just Michonne's parts from the trailer, and it'll include this information as well, probably, as other information about the other parts and the voiceover and stuff about Michonne. But just real quick on the scene with the gas, I do think this gas is lethal. Could it be the chlorine gas? Sure, you know, the color, not sure about the color, things like that. I've had some people say that, well, in World Beyond, Huck destroyed the last of the chlorine gas and they didn't have any more. I mean, I'm sure they could make some. I'm sure they could get some. I'm sure, you know, if it's not mustard gas or chlorine gas, it could be some other kind of gas. So whatever kind of gas that is, I do think it's lethal. And it looks like you could see there's several people in the background. I don't know if this is Michonne's entire group or, like I mentioned earlier, some kind of broke off just to go with her, or she was traveling with some that kind of broke off. We just don't know anything about that group, but the group is here in this scene. It looks like, you know, why do we see just Michonne and the little guy in a bunch of scenes? They may be the only two that make it. Okay, I did a video talking about the Atlanta scene, and we talked about Major General Beale being part of the U.S. military that once it kind of went awry, along with some others, some other people, government people and stuff like that, probably formed Civic Republic, CRM, and stuff like that. In the trailer, we've got this shot of this helicopter flying over a field. There's something, a town, something, community burning up ahead, and then it's right to the Atlanta shot. So I'm going to predict, my theory is going to be that at first I was thinking this shot right here is more in the present, and the Atlanta shot is more back during the start, during Operation Cobalt. But now I'm thinking this shot right here is maybe back during the beginning as well. And I hope they really do tell that story somehow, some way. Okay, a couple quick things, Rick Grimes stuff. Several of you guys have asked about the hand, the left hand. They made it a point not to show his left hand at any point during the trailer. And many of you guys think he did lose his hand. I'm thinking, or at least going to say, if he loses his hand, it will be at some point when he's a soldier. But why would he lose his hand at that point unless it's in an accident or a walker bites it or, something like that? My personal theory of if it happened, it would happen early on to get him to not escape, or Major General Beale cuts it off, because he did escape as punishment. But I guess I'm thinking now that maybe it doesn't get cut off whatsoever, just because I think that we see him as a soldier. We see him in this line up here, for an example. And, the next thing I'm going to talk about is this shot right here. Who is this? A lot of people think it's Rick Grimes. He walks like Rick Grimes. You can kind of, sort of, maybe see through the mask a little bit. And it kind of looks like Rick Grimes, so we're going to say it is. And some people say he's a pilot. I don't know if he's a pilot. If he is, he needs both hands. And if he's a soldier, if he's in that lineup right there, I guarantee you he's got both hands. He's not running around with a fake hand like a big spike ball like Aaron, as one of the CRM soldiers. I'm betting. So I know a lot of your hand theories, he loses his hand when he's in the jacket, when he's culling and, things like that. But then he makes it to soldier. I don't think he makes it to soldier and then they bump him back down to culling. We'll just have to see how it plays out. But like I say, I wanted to throw this up. A lot of people are saying they think it's Rick. I think it's Rick. I'm pretty sure it's Rick. Is it the moment he reveals himself to Michonne? A lot of people think so. I don't know. Maybe he's just returning from a training or a mission or something CRM duty and that's all it is. I don't know, but it does seem like it's Rick. I got a question about the phones. I'll be doing a video on that. And I'm still working on the videos for Rick and Michonne, kind of detailing out both of their parts from the trailer and talking more about the voiceover. But hey, you guys let me know what you think about it all, of course, down in the comments below. And I'll join you there. This is James in Nashville. As always, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more dead stuff.